this bolt, tighten it up, it just pops loose and it will never tighten up. And that's because the threads are all shot up in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this manifold back off, drill it out, and put a helicoil in there. So we need to get started on that, so let's do that. So I installed this exhaust cover, or this exhaust manifold, and now I'm taking it back off because I forgot to put the dipstick in, and it won't slide in easily without the exhaust manifold being just loosened up and moved out of the way. We also got some longer bolts. These are just these really long ones that have to go all the way through the exhaust manifold. This one here, and the bottom ones. They're just not in here really far. So we got some longer ones. So there's quite a bit of a length difference. Should poke through a little bit, but that should be alright. We still have a washer to put on here. But I'm going to go ahead, put some anti-seize on it, on the first one here. Look at that. We got this dipstick held in firmly, this heat shield on, the new bolts on, and this thing is firm. So right here there's a bolt and it was broken off in the transmission, so we need to drill this out. Alright, so I drilled 2 holes already and I'm ready for the easy out. So we're going to go ahead and begin that process. So I'm pulling off my master cylinder because right here on this plastic it's got a big hole in it. And I think whatever, someone used something to clean it or something, and it's all cracked and just kind of peeling apart even just on my finger. And that's no good. So I'm pulling this off, put the new one, or not a new one, but the other one on my other truck on. It's in better condition, so that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, it's in, and I want to give you a side-to-side comparison of the old versus new. Now, again, this is not a new one, it's just a one off of the other truck that I cleaned up. And here's the old one. The plastic has cracks in it, it's ugly, and a new one. Still kind of a little bit ugly, but it's cleaner, and it's all hooked up and ready to roll, which is awesome. So that's what it looks like, it's all on. So I'm about to head to the auto parts store because if you see right here, this one has a connection for the fuel line, and this is the one I'm going to be using, and it doesn't have a connection in here where it needs to have one. So I'm going to see if they can either get me the tool or tell me how to get that off of that one, or maybe just buy a new one and put it in there. I don't know, but I'm about to go to the auto parts store to see what I can do. We have injectors on the way, so those are going to be going in soon. And also, I'm going to be buying some bolts. I lost, when you buy a truck that's torn apart, you don't always find the bolts. I'm missing some bolts, so I got to go buy some more bolts. Then we'll be able to get the engine at least sitting in the truck. So we're really close. I'm really excited. But let's go to the auto parts store and find some parts. Alright, we're back from the store. Let me just show you something. Any Ford owners out there, you may have this problem. I don't know why Ford doesn't like hose clamps, but they don't. Anyway, so they use this metal, like rubber band, locking band thing in here. And how this works is it will slide into, say, this fuel rail, and it will sit up on this lip right here. Can you see that? This little lip right here. And it will lock it, and the band will sit on this side of the lip so that it won't come out. And you'll need a special tool. They make a couple different types, but we have this plastic one here. Anyways, this plastic one just sits over there, and then it comes up, and it pushes that band up over the lip, and then you can just pull it out because it's not being held in by the band anymore. It's a pain. I don't know why they don't like hose clamps, but they don't. So that was something that we had to deal with on this, but we got it out. I'm gonna lube up these hose clamp or O-rings and push it back into this new fuel rail, or the one that we're gonna use. And then we're waiting on injectors, and then we're ready to put that fuel rail onto the engine, just one step closer. And it's really exciting because it means the fuel system's completely complete, and we're ready to put it in, pretty much. We just have the clutch assembly to still do, and then we're ready to put it in, and it's really exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the fuel rail, and then when the injectors come, we'll put it on the engine. So let's get started on that. couldn't be more excited. Just can't wait to hear this thing fire up. It looks really good, and it's all on nice and firm. And the wiring harness, I put some new tape on to give it a little refresh. The injectors slid in there really nicely, so shouldn't have any problems with them. And yeah, we're almost ready to put this thing in the truck. We just have to put the clutch on. That'll be in the next video. So stay tuned. If you want to subscribe, click over here. See our last video, click up here. And if you want to see a playlist, click over here. And as always, thanks for watching.